Hey folks, just a heads up, this week's podcast is recorded a little bit differently. Hopefully it's just as entertaining, if not more so, recorded in the car on the way back from a show. There's a little bit of road rumble noise in there, so it's maybe not as crisp as I'm used to recording, but I think you're going to enjoy it anyway. For now, without further ado, here's a wrestling road trip.
Figure 4 Radio.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Figure 4 Radio.
Hello everyone, welcome to Figure 4 Radio. It's the Mastermind, Ollie Spring. Today is a very, very different podcast indeed. We are in a car coming home from Wrestling League. We have Hustle Malone.
Ollie, shut up.
We have Ashley Dunn.
Shut up, Ollie.
We have, I was about to call you Big Kev for a second, Alexander Hyde.
Hello.
And TJ Lee behind the
I'm
wheel.
going to drive this into a bank and kill us all.
Shut up, TJ. So we are currently on the way back from the Wrestling League in Harwich. Guys, how was the show? How was the show? Were we happy?
Right.
We wrestled. At first I thought you were going to say we're on the way back from the wrestling.
We're back from the wrestling.
And I thought, is this some sort of like copyright free, you're trying to avoid the foot getting done by old Vinnie Mac? You know what I mean? But it was good. I had a gay old time.
Yes. So who was on first? It would have been... Oh, Kev, you were on first.
Yes.
No. Mr. Hyde. Tag team action.
Tag team action.
Four
Not a
corners.
tag team match.
Tag team action. You have fun?
Yeah, man. It was good fun.
It was you and Hooch. First time out as the Valhalla Dynasty. Yeah. I'm liking you two together. Dynasty.
Oh, I'd say Dynasty, but I guess that's just a crack way to say it. Yeah, first time as a tag team.
How would you rate it out of 10?
Rate what? The match or us tagging?
You tagging.
I'd say a good solid 8.2.
With 10 being the worst.
Shots fired.
It wasn't that good, was it?
And
Just going to listen to his back, he's going to sit there crying in his room.
Yeah.
Oh, darkness, man.
Guess what we get?
Ash, you had Dexter.
I did have Dexter.
This is the guy I've been pushing to come up to Sacrifice.
Yeah.
Match of the night, I think.
Yeah.
Or actually, not the. Would you say that? Would you ever admit that?
I don't like admitting it. If someone says to me that it's match of the night, I say, cool, that's your opinion.
I would agree.
Lots of other people have very good matches on the night, but everyone has their own opinion, so whatever they think, that's cool. I very much enjoyed working with him. I chatted to him afterwards, and for how long he's been wrestling for, I said that he can basically run with the boys.
How long has he been wrestling?
That's the most politically correct I've ever heard.
That's
Very diplomatic.
I think he said it was was it a year training and then
shit.
a year and a bit. So let's just say like a year and a bit. I could be wrong, but like I wrestled. Don't know if you listen to this. I wrestled people who have been wrestling and training for as long as him, if not slightly longer. And I feel like he had way more ability than what they've had. No offense to them, whoever they be. But I thought he was really good. Really good.
Cool.
He said to me that he's wrestled 2 other proper, like, I don't say proper, down the SOS shows at all, but like out of the SOS shows. So he said he's wrestled 2 other people.
So that's
one being Ridgeway, the other one being Kip.
Yep.
So
Both of those.
2 very, very good guys to work against. And yeah, I thought he's definitely got a bright future ahead of him. So the crowd absolutely loved him there, which is sweet. Yeah, I think it'd be sweet to have him come to Sacrifice, wrestle against one of our guys. I think give it time and he will be up and down the country.
Cool. And Hustle, you.
Hey. Where's the Milky Ways?
I'm gonna get Goose in here in a minute.
I'm
gonna straight up shoot on TJ Leaf and I'll let us pick up a Kit Kat on the way.
Fuck you.
I'm livid.
So apart from the Kit Kat situation, no Milky Way, you didn't get a cheeky finger. Number 40 in the Rumble.
You weren't in the locker room. You don't know. You don't know, man. You were there. I was number 40. Yeah. So I waited until like late March 2023 to get changed. My face paint was still fully intact by the end of the match, and I had it all throughout the meal as spoons. So overall, very productive. Like I said, had a gay old
paycheck.
time. Easy pay. I don't want to ever say easy paycheck because my boots are very big. It's got a lot of laces. That took some time. I bought Ash some fruit. He didn't get to eat it.
Because you were in the other locker room.
Because I was in the other locker room.
Oh, there's two.
And we never
Cross paths.
you never cross streams in between locker rooms.
Is that 2 locker rooms? Is that?
Ash here has a pear, 2 apples, and an orange, and he can have this at his leisure.
That's cool.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it?
Ash,
Can you feel?
Mr. Hyde and Mr. Dunn, how was the Rumble for you guys?
Yeah, it was entertaining.
Actually, you wanted to be in and out. You weren't like bushwhacker it, but you were in there for a solid 10-15, I think, right?
No.
No,
it was literally 5 minutes.
Was it 5?
I can tell you that it was probably about the 5-minute mark. I came in, I did some stuff with Draven, non-sexual.
Did some stuff.
And then the 3 other guys that are in the Grand Prix later on in January, they came in. We did a quick spot. We all watched. Gideon Gray came in. He did his balloon spot, got in between the middle of us. Will super kicked him again. I threw Dexter out. I got eliminated. So I was literally in there for 5 minutes.
Ash, can you tell us that spot, but in reverse, please?
Yeah, reverse. Okay, so I fell off the apron and then I landed on the apron, and then A-Kid did a reverse Pele kick where he went from kicking me to not kicking me.
Can I pause you just real quick?
Yeah.
Can you carry on but put a non-offensive accent on it?
Oh shit.
You did with Tim earlier, please. That one. I did not do what PJ done.
No,
Try to do an Irish accent.
I'll do South African. So basically, he gave me a high bridge where I went from the ring apron over the rope into the ring. And basically, so what happened was I then ran towards the rope where Dexter fell from the outside of the ring into the ring again, and I grabbed him and pulled him backwards. And then after that, my foot was on Gideon Gray's legs, and then it wasn't. And then suddenly, one of the other Spanish guys had my leg, and then I was meeting Dexter with my forearm, but no impact, and going backwards a few times. I do have to do this.
Real quick, could you carry on but do it as like a spoken word poem? Make it feel deep. I'll click. You know, 'cause, like, in spoken word they don't clap, they just go like poetry slam.
So, Tej, can you describe the show from the commentary booth in your Irish accent?
Oh, please don't. Okay, so just because you guys aren't visually representing this, like I've got a man who's 6'4" and weighs like 2 of me next to me. He could easily grab the wheel the second I start the accent and kill us all.
Saying you started it earlier for 2 words and then you thought, you know what?
I'm pretty sure that was
Probably
just me
isn't
habit.
smart.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna refrain just for my own fucking safety.
Good show?
It was a great show. We're very blessed to do Wrestling League now. This is our 3rd show.
Yeah.
And I think we came in. It was one of those things. We came in at the exact right time where everything was growing, and the business was expanding out. And I'd never done a Rumble before. Like obviously for you,
I've done a lot of fucking Rumbles.
You've done a lot of them, and I think that it's hard to create the magic for it sometimes. But for me, because I'd never done one, I was like, I'm going to forget names. I'm going to forget like where everyone is, and it actually went okay. I had a good guidance from you, so I really enjoyed it. It finished like pretty quickly as well. Like it was.
Yeah, I thought the gaps were quite quick.
Yeah, no, it was great. I mean, hats off. I know it's in the Carby, but hats off to Ash because anywhere.
You're not even wearing a hat.
Ash did like 58 minutes.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you had 58 minutes. Not including the Dexter match. No, the Dexter match was just it was awesome. It was a hell of a
Out of 10, what would you rate the whole show?
And 10 being the worst.
10 being the worst, and in South African as well.
Give it a...
With 5 being
What the fuck? What was that?
with 5 being the
7.5?
best and 0 and 10 being the worst. You can't say 5 because then you're licking ass.
Wait, 0 is the best and 10's the worst.
No.
5's the best with 0 and 10 being the worst.
7.5.
Jesus.
Ooh, the top end of bad.
There's no winning that. It was a good show.
You got splinters on your ass from sitting on that fence, boy.
Well, that's the thing, though, to credit to Mark, because like he always asks us in every show, like, what do we think? And then he said to me, like, oh, how do you think? And I said, oh, that's great. You said about every show, like, what do you actually
One
think?
day we'll just go, mate, it was shit. Absolute
Yeah.
shit, and just watch him break
How
down.
to create a multi-
Teach, man, you gotta stop giving people credit. You gotta stop taking your hat off me. You gotta stop putting yourself over. It's the only way this shit's gonna work.
How should I put myself over? Give me some.
So we were
Spell
basically...
rhododendron.
You should get a cape. The cape of commentary.
Commentary was basically the best part of the show today.
Sick.
It's also the quietest.
I still remember when you slammed Andre.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? How do you remember that?
I was there, man.
I changed the timeline.
I was a wee boy.
Yeah, but when I slammed him, the timeline changed.
You slammed him,
It
did
didn't
you?
happen anymore. I went
Oh,
to
did
another. Oh, shit.
Remember that time that you broke...
Go, Morty!
Yeah, remember that time you broke
the
Trump
arse off.
Plaza?
Yeah, but
shit, Marty.
I remember I found this way in physics in another universe where I could cut knife with tension.
You're a revolution.
I once watched Hustle Malone cut a pizza cutter with garlic bread
I did that.
I was there. I've got the t-shirt.
on a not so medium plate.
What I mean?
In 100 years' time, people will ask us, where were you when Hustle Malone?
Cut pizza
knife
with a
We
garlic.
were sitting at home thinking, what the fuck are they talking
In
about? right now?
jokes.
You know in John Wick when he's like, you killed 2 men with a fucking pencil.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone's gonna storm into my house and kill me, and I'm just sitting there with a Domino's box, like, let's go.
It's a family of pizza cutters. Bust through the
No,
door.
Vinny Craig did a promo, the fighting guys, and you should just do that with a pizza box. Just
Yeah,
recreate
just
the title.
recreate John Wick shot for shot.
Can you do that
Excellent.
in your like next hardcore match?
I bet, yeah.
Just like barbed wire bat, nah, pizza box! Just start fucking cleaning house?
Oh, I've done so many food-related spots already.
Actually, yeah, there was this is Bedford, right?
But you haven't
Yeah.
done the pie one yet?
Because I wasn't at that show. Can you please tell me and the listeners if this is being picked up all right?
Okay.
Just talk us through some of the spots in it was all foods legal.
So the match was called All Foods Are Legal.
Brilliant.
We went shopping.
Sounds like my kind of work.
Because we came from another show, we went shopping, bought some stuff. The match started with me and the other heel, which was G Money. We're in the ring with Shogun J. Shogun's partner isn't there. Owen Charles pops his head through the curtain and goes, "Sorry, I was late, lads. I was getting what was it?
Mayo chicken.
A mayo chicken for 99p." Everyone goes, "Way!" And then we kick the shit out of his partner because he's not in the ring. I took a melon to the dick. I don't know why in planning. Someone was like, melon to the dick. I was like, yeah, that'd be fine. And then I got there with my legs open and I was like, why did I do this? Like, I just threw it away. What else did we do?
Well, there was a spot that involved a cucumber and Shogun J, right?
Okay, a little bit of we're basically okay. We're breaking
like the
kayfabe
wrestling
on this.
match or the real life one? Cucumber and choking?
Right, just so we're clear, we're breaking kayfabe on this podcast, are we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So there was a spot in the match where, you know, the old 10 count in the corner. We're doing the old fucking 10 count, and Shogun J's meant to be hitting me with a breadstick, like a big, long, fucking crusty breadstick, and.
We ain't talking about his whack.
Hey. That would be like a dough ball. But he's meant to be doing that, and he calls to me in the match. He goes, "What spot's next?" And I go, 10 count bread. And he goes, "What?" And I'm like, "What the fucking spots do you think are called 10 count bread?" Oh yeah, that old sex thing. But yeah, so he starts 10 count breading me, and the whole crowd are going 1, 2, but he's going bread. And then like by 3 they all cop on and go bread. I tuck his head under like a fucking cheeky Nando's. I give him a cheeky Nando's because it's a food related match, and then I get a cucumber and sodomise him in front of his mum.
Can I just ask why it's never appeared on Sacrifice?
That video is on Pornhub, by the way. It's on. I looked it up yesterday.
What did you
They
name
moved it to Pornhub Gay, which is even better.
What did you name
I
it?
looked at it. Was called like Indian teen penetrated by angry ginger.
Oh god.
Can you link me to these? I want proof. Or
Secondly,
screenshot
can we
them.
have a match?
Yeah.
Let's book a match in Sacrifice.
It's there, man. If you got it, I'll give you what you do, right?
Sorry to interrupt you. There's a very good reason why we wouldn't book that match on Sacrifice.
100%.
Bedford is an 18+ audience where you can shove cucumbers up arses. Sacrifice is not.
Just to clarify, if I went to a wrestling show, not under any like grounds, is it okay for him to go, oh, there's a cucumber up his hole? Like I would not.
If I was wrestling you and then like I take the breadstick out and your mum turns up, it'd be like, oh, get out, just get out.
Yes.
But I'll give this to you, right? If you go to, because that video and one of my promos are uploaded onto Pornhub under the username Big Dick Gaz 69. So if you're gonna Google and type in one word, Big Dick Gaz 69.
Where did that name come from?
I was just taking the piss out of Gaz, and we were talking about him and his Snapchat, and we're like, oi girl, out of my Snapchat is Big Dick Gaz 69. And I think that's where it basically stemmed from there.
You could have taken out the cucumber spot because look at the bread bit. I just want to see the bread bit in Sacrifice, but I understand if it's over 80s. That's amazing. That's like incredible creativity.
I would love if that became a thing. You know the way Ty Dillinger, like his 10 thing became over, so when they were out in even in a match Ty Dillinger had nothing to do with, they were on the outside and the crowd were shouting 10. I really fucking hope a British wrestler becomes a thing where bread!
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 You looked at the crowd and there's like 15 ducks in the front row with their Sacrifice t-shirts.
The thing is, like, he could also go to different countries. So in France, they could be baguette.
Yeah.
Pan.
If we ever do another pre-show match again, like a brush we're doing that, we just need to get a bread count over. That'd be amazing.
Very in. Oh, I'll finish them with the garlic bread.
Just sell it at Munch. Just a fucking loaf of bread at Munch. The raffle, the main prize in the raffle.
Fans bring the bread match.
Oh my god.
Have a few bagels flying around. That would be insane. So road trips in wrestling. Let's kind of try and put this in a context. These are the best parts of the shows, right?
No.
They're a part of
No.
Not get Mike!
No.
Fuck you, Ash.
Where's the milk? You don't get to stop for Kit Kats.
Yeah, they get Milky Way.
If you ask Charlie, I'm always about 27 minutes late for anything, even if I pick him up early. He'll tell everyone I'm like an hour and a half late for a show. It's just become a thing now.
That's really weird because my mate Goose has nothing but good things to say about you, mate.
Goose.
We're not talking about Goose.
Goose is the one to watch next year.
Do we want to? Should I get the feeling we shouldn't go into Goose?
Goose is an enigma.
I don't think we
Goose can be a figure, like an imagination of whatever the listener
because if
is.
anyone listens to this because it says, excuse me, my kids are part of Figure 4 Radio, what's Goose? Because we were wondering if it's like a character with a goose head. And
If anyone with kids is listening to this podcast, I just talked about raping Shogun Jake with a cucumber. So you put the kids to bed long ago.
With a cucumber.
I like
Put the kids to bed with a cucumber. What the fuck is wrong with
You
you?
put the kid to bed with a cucumber.
Why would you do that?
I did
maybe get hungry.
put Shogun Jake to bed with a cucumber.
That's kind of what you did.
In answer to your question, I personally like the road trips. I became friends with Kevin just because the last show through Sirius.
I remember once I had a working name.
Nobody said we're breaking kayfabe.
I never said anything.
He didn't say his real name.
Hide.
Alright, fucking just bleep it. Just bleep it. But
It's gonna be like, we're here with this cunt.
we're here with Goose.
Dab over and put Goose.
Goose?
Yeah, Goose.
Goose?
So, I was there.
Is that Irish?
No, I'm not doing the Irish accent. I'm not doing it. You're not baiting me into it.
Do it.
Bread.
So obviously, anyone who works on shows regularly knows that sometimes travel plans change, and I'm the kind of person where if I know someone's stranded, I'll always offer to help. So we were in Harwich in September.
we were in Ipswich, right?
I was in Ipswich, excuse me, yeah. We had to drive back to Wolverhampton, so we fuck off. I'm driving a Hustle Malone trying to touch my ear when I'm driving. I'm driving a car, you dick!
4 wrestlers died tonight.
Wait,
Due to a microphone and cucumber incident.
Who lived?
Listening back to this is our last remaining memory.
Goose walks away completely unscathed.
We found a black box. For some reason, someone called Goose is mentioned quite frequently.
We're now trying to find the man.
The man named Goose.
Goose walks away completely naked, so his back car explodes.
With a loaf of bread and a cucumber.
When they found him, he just muttered incomprehensibly, bread. so I had to drive him back, and it was about a 3-hour round trip, and we ended up just bonding just by talking, because all you're doing is sitting in a fucking car with someone for upwards of, an hour, 2 hours. You've got to learn about them. So for me, I enjoy it. But
I want to know your security details. What is that accent?
we're at that point where we're doing that accent now. Great.
It's like, I am an African prince, and I have the sum of $40 million to be deposited into your account.
Put it into my bank account. Oh, we're at that point.
So, no, I do check. I do love road trips.
Road trip story. I thought you were going to say, not going to lie, I do love Indian people.
I do love African.
No, just road trips.
No, it's
Just billionaires.
Road trip stories, let's hear them.
I have a tendency to fall asleep on going to the venue unless we stop off at Watford Gap. In that case, I always wake up as soon as we go to Watford Gap.
Yeah.
So, someone explain what is the magic with the Gap at Watford?
No? Did you not? No?
Well, basically, when you're travelling back at 2 o'clock in the morning, the journey from Mansfield down to the south, where me and Ash and Matt and Warren Banks and all those guys live, the only services where you'll be able to get warm food or any food at all really is Watford Gap, because there's a McDonald's open. Your Burger Kings, your KFCs, even W.H. Smith.
Got a DJ?
None of them. Hey,
that McDonald's got a DJ now, mate.
No, sadly not.
no man.
Working on it.
They do the McLam Shank, which I'm a big fan of.
The lamb shank?
The McLam Shank.
Who the McLam shank?
McLam Shank.
Do you know the dance for the lamb shank?
Excuse me?
The lamb shank dance.
Do I know the dance for the lamb shank?
Yeah.
Are you having a stroke?
How else do you get over the bridge?
Oh yeah, the lamb shank
Bo
dance.
Selector.
The lamb shank dance.
Ollie lives underneath the bridge and he's just like, do you know the dance for the lamb shank if you want to get across? I don't know why he's Irish all of a sudden. That's what Goose says. You want to get across the bridge, you got to do the lamb shank dance.
You have to fucking solve Ollie's riddles 3.
Go watch,
No mate, I don't
go watch
know.
Bo Selector.
To put it in.
Merriam.
To put
I
it
don't know
in.
what you're on about.
Absolutely.
Oh, the thank you, please.
Thank you, please. You do the lamb shank.
I don't know what he is.
Yeah, so the Gap. Is that literally the case? I could have swore I stopped somewhere else and I went back from Sheffield.
Kings of Flight.
Yeah.
Kings of Flight. First time it was me and Danny Mayhem and Twister. What a fucking lovely little family that was. We were on the way back and Gaz was like, right, this is brilliant, because Gaz's missus was away. I've called him Gaz now. His Big Dick Gaz, I'm talking about Big Dick Gaz 69, yeah, the one and only. We were on the way back and his missus was away for the weekend, and he decided to get a big tasty. He had 4 in that weekend, and I went, mate, she's not on the road trip. You could have just got big tasties anyway. He's like, yeah, I know, but she's away, so it's fine. So we stopped and he was like, right, that show's done. Let's get a big fucking tasty down me. And we stood up there 4 or 5 services in a row, and if there was anything else, like a corner shop, a premiere, anything else, we got back in the car and went back on the road, and Twister was like, oh, I bet we'll have to stop at Watford Gap, and he was like, we better not be making it all the way to fucking Watford Gap. And we stopped at Watford Gap. It was the only thing open.
Should we get McFlozzers?
It's been nice to us. Should we get McFlozzers?
Coming back from World War Wrestling, should we want to dig up the old Harvester Frankie and Benny's painful?
No, instead of digging it up, Ash, why don't you just?
Why
don't you just cut a shoot? Just cut a shoot.
Let's bury.
The thing is, who do I shoot on? Do I shoot on? No. Here's the problem.
You can shoot on Frankie or Benny.
No, I can shoot on Frankie or Benny. The combination of both of them.
Let's tag
I could shoot on Harvester, or I could shoot on Shogun J, who is the real boy.
Yeah, he deserved that cucumber.
Yeah, maybe he did. Or maybe this was the repercussions of the cucumber. He knew that down the line when we wanted a Harvester, he was going to fuck us over.
It was karma.
So what happened? Because I don't know this story.
Okay, so when we're at World of Wrestling had finished, and then it was like, oh, do we get the generic McDonald's? No, let's not. Let's find somewhere we can sit down and eat. I said, hey, why not Harvester? Charlie was like, Harvester. Ollie was like, Harvester. Lee.
I was Harvester. I was team
Yep,
half.
you Harvester. Jai didn't really say much. He was
like,
that's cool. He was like, didn't say anything. Didn't say no. Then again, didn't say yes. So we're driving. We get to St. Neots, and just like, I want to go home. I've got no money for Harvester, and I don't really want to watch you guys eat and not have anything. And we're like, yeah, but dude, it's 9 o'clock now. By the time we drop you off, go back to Harvester again. It's gonna be like 9:30.
And we could have got McDonald's on the way because we passed a shitload of them on the way.
Yeah, we passed a shitload of them. We could have got something to eat. So anyway, we dropped Jai off and we're like, do we go Harvester or not? Like, we can make it for Harvester for 9:30. Mind you, I looked online and Harvester said that they finish serving at 10 o'clock. It said food till 10. Kitchen's open till 10 o'clock. Sweet. If we make it there for 9:30, we're absolutely fine. We made it there for 9:30. We rock up. We wait by the door for like what, maybe 5 minutes?
Yeah.
And then some girl comes across like, I'm sorry, but like everything's turned off now, so we can't actually sit, like we can't serve you. It's like, but it's 9:30. Well, 25 to. I went, right, I'm going on Twitter. So I went on Twitter, basically complained, and there's a
Their Twitter was manned, right? They got back to you straight away.
Not straight away. They got back to me the next day.
Okay. Oh no, it was Frankie Benny's, I think. Yeah.
The kitchen and the Twitter account were not manned.
No.
I mean, I think Frankie Benny's was though, right? Same situation.
Yeah. So then we went across to Frankie Benny. So this is now an extra like 5 minutes. So it's 1:45. Manager came across like, sorry guys, but we're not serving anymore. Once again, the website said 10 o'clock. So they don't want to fucking serve us. So once again, we go on Twitter, just fucking tweet our disapproval of this happening, and we ended up going to McDonald's, the one place we did not want to go to. We ended up going.
Who were we tweeting as like? Was it Shaq?
I tweeted Shaq asking him for prayers that the McFlurry machine was not broken. When we turned up, the McFlurry machine was not broken, so he answered our prayers.
Good job, Shaq.
I think Stephen Mulhern was another one.
Was Hulk Hogan one?
Yep.
Yep, Hulk Hogan was one we tweeted.
Someone raped Charlie in that trip as well, right? Am I remembering that right?
Yeah, someone did.
So
We don't know who, but someone
Violated a young man.
It was Kevin Spacey.
It's like it's a game now.
Yeah, it's fine, I'm gay.
That is unfortunate because if you have your
I'm
mindset,
gay.
Asian ball.
But yeah, we were very unhappy because if Jai had said to us from the start, look guys, I don't really want to eat there, I don't want to eat a Harvester, like I want to go home, haven't got the money for it, cool, we could have just shot straight back, or we could have in fact got food in Stone Market.
Yeah.
Just made Jai sit and watch. I even said to Jai, I'll pay for you, it's no problem, but he was adamant that he wanted to go home, fine, but he fucked us over, so he's going to get another get out of his ass.
just to clarify, we do love Jai very much.
Yeah, we do, apart from when he's
messing with our harvester.
messing with our Harvester hearts.
When you have your heart
Harvester.
After you've done a long show and you have your heart something, like we literally just had this conversation. Bonnie didn't want to go out at McDonald's because we go a lot. I said, okay, cool. Let's open up to the boys. And the boys were like, let's go Wetherspoons. So me and Lee went earlier. We were like, fuck it. Everyone wants to go there. We'll go
That was
there.
the saddest McDonald's ever because we were just like, didn't want this.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If you've just been on a show and you want food and it's not what you want, it's not satisfying. There's nothing satisfying about it.
Kev, how much did you have at Spoons?
Not enough.
Wait, not enough.
Not enough.
So what was your first round was?
Should have had a Milky Way, mate.
Double. Didn't get any bloody pudding. First round was chips, onion rings, double cheeseburger with bacon,
Okay.
and a double rum and pineapple juice.
Second round.
The
So
exact
then
same
you
bloody
finished
thing.
that and you were like, I could have another. So you did.
I'm more like I surveyed the
DJ
scene.
Khaled to come out and go, another one.
I surveyed the scene. What is up with you in the Irish accent?
He did it himself.
Yeah, but he did it right.
Oh.
But DJ
His
Khaled.
was entertaining. Yours was offensive.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Irish DJ
Let's go. I can
Khaled.
pull this over now.
Irish
Right,
Another one.
Another one. No, I surveyed the scene and realised that Ash had just been served his food. I was like, you know what? I'm hungry, so I'm going to have another double cheeseburger, bacon with chips and
quadruple burger, double chips.
double onion rings. And quadruple rum and pineapple juice.
That is a wrestling diet, folks.
I'm still bloody hungry, man. This is why I don't eat out.
Wow.
It costs me too much.
What do you eat in?
It's a lot cheaper. I feed myself for about 60 quid a week.
Have like a whole cow in the fridge.
And I eat like 6-7 times a day.
Wow.
But like, It's a lot cheaper to do it because it's only cost me like a tenner a day, whereas that there in Spoons cost me 18 quid, and I'm still hungry.
I think McFluzzers. I think we need to stop for a McFluzzer on the way.
You've just run
I'm feeling
about
it
eating
now.
McDonald's
Now
for
I'm
10
feeling it,
minutes.
man.
I don't think it's McFluzzers you can have any time.
So, what you're saying is you're going to pull over the next McDonald's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oi, oi. Oi, oi.
It's done. It's done.
Cheeky. Oi, oi.
Or
Shaky.
McFlurry.
I'm gonna throw it straight to the social media sign-off part.
What does that mean?
It's the let's say goodbye part.
Sorry.
Oh man.
Who's
I was having a gay old time.
Oh, now we can keep going. You got more stories?
Let's keep going. Let's keep
well,
this till we hit
Let's keep
McDonald's.
that train. Let's keep that train going, bro.
The battery is holding on.
I have a question, and for everyone, who has the best road trip story? Like with when we're not going to
Best road trip story that doesn't involve Harvester.
Last night I got home, so this is really a quick one.
Okay, that's fine.
I got home an extra 35 minutes late because Chris Tyler didn't know his own fucking postcode.
Wow.
Given it to me about 20 times, the postcode. So I have a story, I guess you could call it a road trip story. I went to Italy, and there was myself, someone we're gonna name Dr. X, and somebody else called Jack Jester. Right, so this, I guess you could call it a road trip,
this
but
is
it's
good.
more of a holiday.
Is this
Here we go.
Pepsi Max Cherry?
Yes.
No,
it is.
it is Dr. X.
Dr. X.
It is Dr. X.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it at the end of the story, by the way, so just.
Fuck you.
Please, on you.
No, it is the Pepsi Max Cherry.
To be fair, he never listened to our commentary, so he's not going to listen to this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, there's no offense to him, just don't know if he doesn't want me talking about the day. Anyway, so look, I'll cut to the chase. So after it was Rising Sun in Italy, and after the show had been done, did you guys go off to the hotel? No, it was the night before. Sorry, night before. So myself and Pepsi Max Cherry, we decided to go the day before, and we met up with Fabio. Fabio took us around Milan. We then met up with Jack Jester. Took us around Milan a bit more. We went to a few bars. We went for something to eat. Mind you, Fabio doesn't drink, so there's a PMC and Jack Jester that just constantly buying drinks. We go to we went to a cocktail bar. So I ordered something, Jack ordered something, Paul ordered a cocktail. Fuck it, it doesn't matter. So Paul ordered a cocktail, and there's fucking loads on the list. So Paul's just like, make me something up. I don't care what it is, just make me up something up. She was like, okay, do you want it sweet or sour? I was like, don't care, just anything, make something up for me, cool. So I take a swig of mine, this is quite nice. Jack takes a swig of his, he's like, this is quite nice. Paul takes a swig of his and goes, oh, that's fucking shit, in front of this girl. And Jack just like, hey, calm down, don't be so loud in front, she can hear you. And then Paul's just like, don't care, it's awful. And his drinks is like, oh, fuck, that's shit. So Jess is like, you know what, Paul, give me it, I'll drink it. That's quite nice, that. So, you got fucking Jack Jester. Anyway, look, I'm going to skip to the part. Skip to the good bit. So, after a while, we're walking back. We stop off at a few bars because Paul wants to charge his phone up. Because they've got a lot of looky men that are selling fake goods. So Paul's phone is dead. This is also another very key part to the story. Is Paul's phone's dead. So he buys this charger, this portable charger off this guy for a few euros, and it doesn't work. So every bar that we stop off, Paul is charging his phone up a little bit more, a little bit more. So then we finally get back to Fabio's car, and Paul and Jack are like, right, we want to go clubbing. We want to go to the centre of Milan. And Fabio's like, look, we can't go to the centre of Milan because the only way to get into the centre of Milan is to either have a pass or you live in the centre of Milan. It's like, don't care, take us to the centre of Milan. Okay, right, well, I'll take you to the closest that we can get. So we drive up to where the closest we can get, and Paul and Jester are like, right, actually, you coming out clubbing with us? It's like, nah, guys, I'm not really the kind of clubbing kind of person. I'm gonna bring you guys down. I'm gonna get bored after an hour. You guys go have fun. Like, no, actually, you coming out with us. I'm like, guys, seriously, not coming, okay? So they get out of the car. Jester opens up the door next to me and goes, Ashley, get the fuck out of the car. I'm like, right, Fabio, I will see you tomorrow morning. I'm going with the guys. This is not going to affect any bookings moving forwards, is it? And Fabio's like, no, it's fine. Cool. So next thing you know, Paul and Jester turn around to this guy. It's like, hey, where's the nearest gay bar around here? And we're like, oh no, fucking gay bar. By the way, made this very clear, I have no problem with gay people, but I do not know what a gay bar is going to be like.
He just likes beating them up.
What? I have like no idea. What, I mean, don't like if it was any club in Milan, I have no idea what I'm going to get. Oh shit! I'm going to get outside.
What can you do in my car?
The spirit of the car, the spirit of Goose is coming for me. I have no idea what's going on. So they stop this guy and it's like, look, where's the nearest gay bar? And he's just like, oh, I'm going there. It's literally 2 minutes around the corner. So we go to this gay bar and to cut to the point, near the end of the night, we lose Paul. Like, me and Jester would lose Paul and then we'd go outside to smoke an area and he'd be there. We'll chat with him, we go back in, have a few more drinks, Paul's gone again. So anyway, at the end of the night, we've lost Paul. We could not find him anywhere. We searched the club 2-3 times, he's not there. So we go, okay, fuck it, we're going. So we end up staying at this apartment. I wake up, luckily we had Wi-Fi in the apartment, and I wake up at like maybe 6 or 7 from a message from Fabio being like, where are you? I have no idea where you guys are. Please let me know you're safe. So I go to Google Maps and it tells me exactly where we are. So I screen grab it, send it to him. He's like, sweet, I'm picking you up in half an hour. And we're just like, we have no idea where Paul is, by the way. And Fabio's just like, okay. So we leave the apartment, Fabio picks us up. Gonna cut to the chase again. We don't hear anything from Paul till about 4 o'clock. Mind you, the show starts at 6. We finally get contact from Paul saying, went to some random party, got fucked up, woke up in an alleyway with a sickle down me. I don't know where I am. Please help. It's like, cool. Somehow Paul needs to get from Milan to wherever we're wrestling, which is like the equivalent of London to Luton, if not further away. So then Paul rocks up at what, like 6 o'clock, 6:30, and he's fine. All in all, you had to be there. You can cut that story out if you want.
Any good stories, Kev? Best story?
So we went down to train with Fight Factory in Wicklow. This is back when obviously I was living back home. We went down and we said we'd go for a night out as well. We were training with, I can't even remember who it was. I think it was just under Phil Boyd, who's the head trainer down there. But we went down for the weekend, so we rented a car and there was nine of us. Went down, trained the first day and we said we'd go out that night. So we went down to just a local hotel. It was horrible. There was most of us and there was wee Mikey, who we'll say for podcast purposes just turned 18. And he had never had a drink before, and him and my best mate and tag partner up in Lincoln at the minute, he's like a little brother to us. So we said to him, I was like, if you don't want to drink, you don't have to drink. If you want to drink, you're in a safe area to try it with Stevie, myself around, and everyone else will take care of you as well. So he goes, yeah, I'll try a bit of drink. I was like, sweet. So we had a drink. There's only one video of the night, and that's me handing him a cup and then tipping it into his face. But we were going away, and I ended up in the corner with this girl, and then Mikey disappeared, and that's a separate side of the story. But I went down and I realised that I was like, you know what, this girl really isn't for me, because went out, there was better lighting outside. And I said, can you get home alright? She goes, no, I had to get a taxi. So I was like, okay, well, I'll walk you to the nearest taxi rank. Me absolutely steaming, not knowing where the hell I am, but I'll walk you to a taxi rank anyway. So we walk her to the taxi rank and say, alright, good luck. Start walking on, and then she runs up behind me and links arms again. I'm like, okay. Didn't really know what else to do, so taking into consideration this was a 1-bedroom apartment that one of the lads had rented, and we all said, screw you, we're staying there. So there was like 9 or 10 wrestlers in this one small 1-bedroom flat. So yeah, long story short, she wouldn't leave me alone. She stalked me, stared at me. stared at everyone in the room, and they were like, "Dude, you're gonna get rid of her." And I was like, "Man, I've tried."
You didn't murder her, did you?
That's the story.
It was-
You've got it off.
And that's where
She's
Goose
gotta
came
go.
from.
And that's the story of Goose. No, it was all fine. And then I was trying to sleep it off the next morning, and they're like, "Gee, mate, you got it. She has to leave." I was like, "I know." So I said to her, "I was like, look, I'm going down to reception for a coffee. You coming with?" She was like, "No." I was like, "Okay." They just left anyway and got my coffee. So I just waited it out. They came back and they're like, "What the hell happened?" I was like, "Oh, she didn't want a coffee, mate. Like, there's nothing else I could do." Went down, got a free coffee, came back, and yeah, I was like, "Can you get home all right?" And she's like, "No, I need a taxi." I was like, "Can you ring one?" She's like, "Oh, don't bring my phone out." And meantime, literally, she didn't say a word to any of the other fellas. She just stared at them. I was like, "Okay." I goes, "There's one in reception." She was like, "Oh, will you come with me?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." So we walked her down. She was like, "Oh," like I said, I tried to be a gentleman a few times, and then just got to the point where she was like, "Oh, can your mate drive me home?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll go up and ask him." So we went up, bolted the door, waited for about half an hour, put my hood up and ran past the front of the hotel into the car. Meanwhile, one of the other fellas had met two friends, and one of the other lads decided he wanted to be friends with one of them, so he got annoyed, so he ended up staying in the car, and he's the same height as me, so he's like, well, he's about 6'3", and he had to stand like a micro. And the other one, yeah, Mikey, who, oh, there's the place, that's perfect timing. Mikey, who had just turned 18,
just like awkward shifty eyes,
had like got absolutely racked, bless him, and he was going up to random girls asking if they would have premarital coitus with him. And it completely
PMC.
yeah, good old PMC. He used a completely different terminology. And then after a while, he was like, they were like, "Mikey, you've got to go back. Like it's bloody past your bedtime, kid." So we got it back. He was like, "If I do 30 press-ups, will you let me?" Or what was it? "If I do 50 press-ups, can I go back?" And to paint a picture, Mikey is like 5 foot tall and like turns invisible when he goes on the side. Like he's really thin. And he's like, "Yeah, if I do 50 press-ups, can I go back?" Apparently they're like, "Yeah, because that's gonna happen, go for it." So we done 30, belted it out of the apartment, ran down the apartment block shouting, "I love pussy!"
wow.
The same Mikey did not sleep the entire night, and he just went for a walk on the beach at like 6 in the morning. They came back, he was just drinking coffee. Yeah, so we were all absolutely hungover, and then had to wrestle the next day, and like started with a roll drill and ended up puking after a roll drill.
Wow.
Amazing. We still finished the rest of the session. But yeah, the rumour has it, she's been since nicknamed the Beast of Bray. And rumour has it, as soon as I step foot in the county of Wicklow, she can sense that I'm here. Either that, or she's still in the hotel waiting for me to ask my mate if she can give it a lift.
Hustle, are you glad that you don't drink hearing some of these stories?
No.
Where's the beast?
There's still goose. No, there's still plenty of them around. No, the thing is even without alcohol, I'll do the same thing, but then I just have to judge myself for longer, I guess.
I've got another story, but I'll tell it after Liz.
Not even really a road story, but I guess it's another thing that happened in Italy with Ash.
Oh God.
So you didn't do anything wrong, you're alright. So I was booked when we went over as a face, and I'm not really sure why, because I'd literally never ever been a face before that point, and I had a t-shirt that said I drown kids. So literally anything I could possibly do. I got billed to the ring the other week from North Korea, so anything, I don't know why I was billed.
Where were you billed from? Where was that? Billed from North Korea?
Oh, LCW, because Magic Mark was like, "Where are you billed from?" And I was like, "Nowhere." And he was like, "Alright, Milton Keynes." I went, "Don't live in Milton Keynes, don't fucking do that." And he was like, "Alright, parts unknown." I was like, "Don't fucking do that, I'm not an 80s villain. Just say," so I settled on what's the most evil place. I went with like Pyongyang, North Korea. So in Italy, they booked me against a guy called Horus, and I beforehand warning, I loved my time in Italy. A guy called Horus.
I just heard you say whore and then move on to a different word.
I was booked against a bunch of whores. Yeah, I was booked against a guy called Horus, and like, yeah, that's it. I love my time in Italy. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I'd go back in a heartbeat. The match, I'm just waiting, right? And I'm used to being like, look, we'll only plan a little bit beforehand. That's cool. It gets to like 20 minutes before the match, 15 minutes. I'm like, where the fuck is this guy? 5 minutes before the match, this guy comes down. I'm like, dude, where you been? And he was like, I was eating a pizza upstairs. I was like, that's the most stereotypical Italian fucking thing you could have possibly said to me. So we loosely planned the match. Again, I don't know how to be a face. So it was a 5-on-5 team face or whatever against the big heel faction. I didn't know what to shout as a face, so I came out shouting, I don't know what's going on. And then I shouted, where's all the white women at? And just any catchphrase. At one point I shouted, Space Jam. Don't know what it means, don't know the relevance. I was just excited to be there.
Did you shout feedback?
Just, what's going on? Fans are looking at me and I'm like, I don't know either, man. So in the match, he tries to punch me. I grab his hand and bite it. So I'm telling my brother this, by the way. I'll do an aside about my brother in a minute. I'm telling my brother this, and he's like, you're not a face. Faces don't bite people. That's not what you do. So I bite him. We go away. We fight to the back because we both get counted out. Then after the interval, me and him fight back into the room because he's the 24/7 hardcore champion. We pick up. We start there. The ring is kind of, how would you describe that material, Ash, in that ring?
It's like a plastic.
Black stuff they put over it. That black canvas.
Sorry?
Is it the black canvas surprising set you're talking about?
Yeah. It's plastic rather than a canvas.
Yeah.
So somebody spilt water in a spot in the interval, I think, or just before that. So that water just stayed there. So it was like a little fucking pocket. So we try and do, I do this thing where I do a Sister Abigail, but I put the chair, I wrap it around the guy's head, like when Matt Hardy did the fucking Twist of Fate to Jeff Hardy at WrestleMania. I tried to do that, which looks cool. And then because of the water, we slip, and I think I legitimately kill him. We finish the match, he low blows me, he wins, and then I give him a move or something, and I help the female photographer pin him for the 24/7 championship. And I never felt prouder because as a former photographer, she is one of my own. But then like I'm standing there and the photographer's celebrating with the belt, and men in the audience are looking at me like, kick her, beat up this woman now. And I was like, it's not in the plan, but I guess no one's gonna stop me. Yeah, my brother always reminds me of this story. I went out, me and my mate Joe, we were dating two sisters at one point. So we went out for a night out, and the four of us are dancing in a little circle, having a good time. And this guy comes to the side, and he's like, puts his hand as if he's kind of saying like, excuse me, to like get across the dance floor. So me being nice, I step out the way for him to go through, and he starts dancing with me and Joe's girlfriend. So I just go, brick, and I shove him really far. Like he travels the entire distance of the dance floor, and then he's just like, jeez, and leaves. And I tell my brother this, and he was like, you're a piece of shit. And I was like, how am I a piece of shit? And he's like, you pushed the guy. So now anytime I say, hey, I was a face for this show, because I've been booked as a face a few times since then, he was like, man, but you did push that guy that one time. You're a real dick. No, yeah. Ash, more stories.
Okay, more stories. So,
Just don't drunk kids.
I pushed the guy.
so we're gonna head back to Italy again.
Hey.
This time around, it's me and Chris Tyler. So Chris Tyler, Guy and as well, and Kenny. So after the show, okay, one of the things about Rising Sun, which is certainly not a problem, but they finish their shows incredibly late. Really, really late. We're talking, what, 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
So
Because it was a double show, wasn't it? It was
they always
6.
do double shows. It's like 6 o'clock start, I think 6:30 first show.
Yeah, 6:30
And that'll be a few
7:30.
hours, an hour and a half break, and then a second show.
That's insane.
With the second show being the busier one, which starts at like 9:30,
Yeah.
and it's always got like way more people in it.
Okay.
Anyway, so finish the show, we go for something to eat in the restaurant upstairs, and then afterwards we all meet in the entrance where there's another bar, and a guy called Giacomo, who runs FCW, was just like, I'll buy everyone shots. So okay, cool, we'll have a few shots. There's a few Italian guys that can speak near enough perfect English, and they're just like, hey, we're gonna go clubbing tonight, do you guys want to come with us? You got anything planned? Me and Chris were like, we have nothing planned tonight, so yeah, let's go clubbing. So we go to this nightclub, which we were told is 20 minutes away. An hour and a half later, we finally arrive at this club in the middle of nowhere. Literally like the fucking middle of nowhere. And it's huge. Massive car park full of cars. And we're just like, okay, cool, sweet. So we go to this nightclub, which was something like 20 euros to get in, or it might be 12 euros to get in, doesn't matter. But they give you a card, and on the card it's an exit card. If you lose that card, it's 20 euros to get out. So a nice little money technique. Anyway, so the Italians were like, hey, we'll buy you guys the first drink. We will buy you a drink that will fuck you up. We're just like, oh, okay, cool. What's it gonna be? Vodka and Coke? Or something like that. It's like, no, here it is. So they order it in the bar, they're speaking in Italian, of course we have no idea what they're ordering. And then we get a shitload of these cups, and we all get them, drink from the straw. It tastes like shit. The worst taste you've ever fucking tasted in your life. So we're asking the guys, what's in these drinks? It's like, oh, we're not telling you. It's just like, no, please tell us, because like both Chris and I are sipping it and we're nearly being sick. It's like, it's Sambuca and vodka. And we're like, what? With anything else? Like, no, it's just straight Sambuca and vodka. We're looking at probably just short of a pint of just straight spirits. So it's not like a little shot or a little something like that. It's a fucking big cup. So there's me and Chris, there's like, okay, right, sip a little bit more, tip it on the dance floor, we're fucking done. So one of the guys, David, tries to get other girls' attention to Chris, and Chris is really uncomfortable. Chris is like, look, I don't want any attention from girls, and cool, I'm just happy we're chilling with you guys. It's like, no. So David's going away, chatting to these girls in Italian. They're kind of laughing at Chris, and Chris has no idea what the fuck's going on. So Chris is starting to get a little bit aggressive. But he's fine, we calm him down. So anyway, one of the other Italians takes me off to go get a drink. When I return back to the place where everyone was, it's shut. And that Italian who took me to the bar has now gone. So by this point, I am pranging out big time. So I'm like, fuck. I'm in somewhere in Italy. I have no idea where I am. I have lost all my friends. I'm going to be shut in this venue, and I'm just going to die here. So eventually I found everyone. And next thing I know, like, Chris and David and these other guys have been chatting with these girls. So it's time for us to leave. So we come out of the venue, and it's daylight. And then everyone just jumps in their cars and leave. Mind you, that everyone's been drinking. And it's just like, okay, so this is pretty unsafe. So we were told, hey, we're gonna go get some brioche 20 minutes away. You guys wanna come? Okay, we can get some brioche. We can get some nice, bread to soak up the alcohol. Bread. So anyway.
What's that?
An hour drive later, me and Chris end up traveling in the car with these girls that we've only just met. And we're just like when we were told 20 minutes and it's an hour away, we're like, they're gonna take us somewhere and they're gonna kill us.
Yeah.
We're dead. Me and Chris are looking at each other like, we're actually pranging out now. We're saying like, shit, we need to message David and tell him like, where the fuck are you? Where are we going? Where have we told these girls to take us? So we arrive at this, it's almost like an industrial estate. And inside this industrial estate, there's like a little bakery. So as we get out of the car, the girls are like, so, do you want to, I don't know what it's like, Japanese schoolgirls. Oh, so you want to smoke some weed? Oh, that's really racist. They're like, okay, we're gonna smoke a joint, do you guys want to join us? So me and Chris are like, when in Rome, or Milan, should we say. So it's like, okay, cool, yeah, we'll have a, free weed is free weed. I'm sure you guys probably don't like do it, but anyway, we're just like, yeah, like if someone's offering it, be polite, we'll take it.
Be polite.
So,
free drugs, take free drugs.
They say no to drugs, kids. So me and Chris are like, yeah, drug.
Ash, I want to inject some heroin into your butthole. Let's do it.
Heroin's free. You guys are passing around that heroin needle? Yeah, give it to me. So me and Chris are like, okay, cool. Like, we'll take a drag. Like, here, that's kind of cool. Right, we'll wait till it comes around again. That's done nothing. Let's take a lot bigger drag. So I take a big drag, Chris takes a big drag. I look at Chris and his eyes are just going like half shutting. They're just like tiny. He's just like, that's really good, man. I'm like, yeah, this is pretty good. We go in to get brioche. By this point, I don't want to be one of these guys like, I did drugs and I was fucked. I was fucked. I was so fucked.
Maybe it was the brioche.
So I somehow order my brioche, and I'm eating it, but I cannot swallow. So I just have this brioche in my mouth, just getting more and more into mush, and I'm starting to I'm starting to worry, because I'm just like, I can't swallow. What if I can't swallow ever again? What if this is my life moving forwards? So then I finally swallow this horrible mush in my mouth, and then Chris is just like, Chris finally turns, like, I want to fucking go. I want to go back to the hotel. Fuck this place. I'm going. Gets up, storms out, and we're just like, right, we gotta go. So finally, David, we tell David where our apartment is. He drives us, and I'm like the last guy standing, apart from David who's driving. Chris is out. Carlos is out. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, okay, cool. I've gone through all of this. I've gone through all the fucking shitty drinks. I've gone through smoking the weed. I've been able to eat my brioche, and I'm alive. I haven't thrown up. I'm good. A little bit of brioche left with me for when I got back to the hotel. I turned around to David. I was like, David, pull over. I'm going to be sick. So he pulls over into this random field. I fucking stumble out, just throw up everywhere. And then I get back into the car and realise I've lost my brioche. So I get back out again and I start crawling along the floor trying to find my brioche. And I was like, I know the brioche. And then after maybe 5 minutes, I just give up. I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. So I got back in the car. David took us to the apartment, fell out the car door, sick again, went to the apartment, didn't wake up till 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And then we went to a water park where I wore Speedos. But that's another story. Anyway, Lee.
Ollie, real quick. We might have to turn it off and turn it on again, but I think we should do another podcast right now where we interview you, because you interview everyone.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Tell us the time when you got fucked up on weed.
Yeah, tell us about the heroin.
I can't say I would have too many stories.
Goose bread.
What's the roughest sex you've ever had?
See, anytime anyone asks me a question and I can't think of a good answer, I just immediately want to say your mum.
Let's do it. Turn it off. Let's sign the fuck off, and let's do another one right now. Even if it's 10 minutes, let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Social media sign off, guys. Twitters, Facebooks, Instagrams. Throw it out there. What we got?
I'm at horse pussy on Twitter. Right? Catch me on Pornhub at Big Dick Gaz 69. Ash.
No one can follow that, Lee.
At marijuana brioche boy.
Marijuana brioche.
I'm gonna do mine as a song. Boom, boom,
Boom, boom.
My name is Ashley Dunn and I'm on Instagram. You can find me at TM Ashley Dunn. Also on Twitter at TM Ashley Dunn and on Facebook at TM Ashley Dunn. By the way, my Instagram and everything is TM Ashley Dunn, not TS Ashley Dunn, because I'm no longer the superstar, but now I'm the mighty reaper and I'm about to run out of breath.
Send him nudes.
Please send me nudes. Not of your dads.
When's this album dropping?
The diss track is coming out in 20 minutes.
It's just me.
As soon as you upload this, it's out, man.
Kev, Alexander Hyde, where you at, man?
Gotta top it, right?
This
Gotta top it.
underscore is underscore hide, but you don't have to type underscore. It's the actual.
Well, this underscore is underscore Hyde underscore all one word.
Yes. I think.
All right, cheers, guys. Let's go find a.
I guess I'm gonna fuck myself then.
Well, okay, Tej. Where's your commentary page, Tej?
It's actually out. It's at TJ Lee, TJAYLEA. It's for my Instagram, Twitter, and my Facebook page.
Do you actually have it?
I actually do.
For commentary?
Yeah.
Do you promote your shows and stuff that you're doing?
I do.
But he doesn't.
Oh, wow.
And I did a promo page. I do all that. So any of the sacrifice promotional videos I do, they go on there as well. So I put all my work up there. Any promotional stuff we're doing, so where we're going, things like that.
You did also boom boom clap for Ash there, but you're the fucking driver of the car.
Oh man.
Didn't happen. It was Goose. It didn't happen. What me?
Berry Tej on Twitter.
Yeah, just literally send me hate mail, just because I know now it says at horse pussy, and it's just like you're shit and you're a shit driver.
Dear Ad Horse Pussy, thanks for the feedback. We'll work on that.
You leave horse pussy alone.
Mate, I tried.
What did he ever do to you?
I swear to God, if you don't take that moniker, I'm taking it when I get home.
Horse pussy has had a long day, okay? Horse pussy was up tanning at 6:30 in the morning.
Broken.
Alright. Ollie, where can you be online?
I'm going to go do my sign off now.
Alright.
Figure 4 Radio.
Well, folks, I promised you something different, and I think it's safe to say I delivered. Thanks to all the guys on that car journey for the crazy podcast. There was more recorded, but I'm pretty sure we'd get sued or arrested if it was ever released. So we might have to be careful with what happens with that one. And also a massive shout out to Mark and everybody at the Wrestling League. It was one hell of a show. 40-man Rumble, first Rumble I've called in a long time. It was a really, really good show. A lot of guys having standout performances, kind of career-making moments, I guess, for them, and breakout performances. So well done to everybody that was involved in those shows. If you don't already, give us a like at Figure 4 Radio on Facebook, facebook.com/Figure4Radio. We are on Instagram and Twitter at Figure 4 Radio. Follow me, the Mastermind Ollie Spring, at F4R _Mastermind. Almost got it wrong. Glad I didn't. We're also on YouTube, youtube.com/F4TV. We put all of our archives up there, old episodes, things like that. So go and check out some stuff from the archives. There's a lot of interesting stuff on there. Some killer sharpshooters, some Mastermind analysis. We've got some wrestle quizzes. We've got a lot of fun stuff up there. And if you don't already, give us the rates, reviews, subscribes, follows, all that sort of stuff, wherever you get your podcast, whether it's iTunes, Stitcher, Podomatic. Do click all the buttons. It shows us the love because we do see it, we do appreciate it. And last but not least, if you want a car full of those sorts of people to come to your wrestling shows, get in touch on Twitter, on Facebook, book us for your shows. You can find us, if you listen to this release week, we are going to be at Cedars Upper School Sunday the 19th of November for Sacrifice Pro Wrestling, looking to be our biggest show ever. We say that a lot, but it's because it's true. We are absolutely smashing it right now, if I do say so myself. Flash forward a week, Saturday the 25th of November, DOA Wrestling. That's in Cambridge. Don't know where, go to DOA Wrestling on Facebook to find out. I will do that before the show, obviously. Then the following week, Saturday the 2nd of December, DOA back in Great Yarmouth at the Litchfield Community Centre. DOA just announced as being part of Fight TV in 2018. Details will be to follow, but exciting times for everybody involved in DOA Wrestling. Looking through December, we've got an SOS show, which is basically the NXT for Wrestling League at Kingsway Hall in Harwich. Kingsway Hall is one of my favourite venues to commentate in. It's such a beautiful, beautiful room, and it really kind of adds something to the atmosphere in the room. And as far as in the ring as well, it kind of brings everything up a level. It's going to be a really cool show to see all the guys that are training with SOS put on a show and smash it out of the park. We also have DOA in December on the 23rd. Potentially in Ipswich. I'm not sure again of the venue. Gonna find that out before the day. And then a week later, December the 30th, we're going to see in the new year with Sacrifice Pro Wrestling. And that will be, of course, at Cedars Upper School in Leighton Buzzard. Looking through the year, we've got January the 27th. The Wrestling League are back at the Ipswich Hotel in Copdock. And then we also have Sacrifice Pro on the 4th of February. DOA on the 10th of February. Wrestling League on the 18th of February, DOA on the 24th of February. Basically, all of these promotions, please go, give them a look on Facebook, give them a like, check out what they're doing, because they're all doing awesome, awesome stuff. Each of them are a little bit different in their own special way, which makes it super fun, because no two shows are the same for me. Absolutely love it. So please go and give those guys a like. Next Monday, we will be bringing you live, potentially Survivor Series thoughts, reactions, reviews. It's going to be another fun one. We might end up with a few special guests. I'm not going to say too much. And then for the weeks after that, I've got some very, very special podcasts planned. One which will be an absolute riot, hopefully, if it goes to plan. And another one will be with a guest from the furthest away around the world. We're going to break a record for the furthest travelled guest. More to be revealed next week on Figure